We live, y'all.
What's goody? What's goody?
We live, y'all. Tuesday. All right, Mercedes, always first one in the dough. You get the perfect attendance, early bird award.
You said who?
Young Sadie's.
Oh, what's good? Mercedes.
Last week when I tagged all those people, Facebook said that I couldn't do that. So that's why last week the numbers was down because all the people I tagged didn't even get on. Facebook had a problem with my content.
Yeah. What up, though? What up, though?
Get the tag in.
Yes, sir. Dang, that joint didn't even come up on my
What's up, Catherine? She been dying waiting for this topic.
What happened?
Catherine dying for this topic. She started her own live to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. This is a hot one right here. It's a hot one right here. So y'all know the first 15 minutes is on y'all. So,
yo, did you see that meme that had the boom boom slap, boom boom slap? We will rock it.
Man, Chris Rock is getting, you know what I mean?
Oh man,
It's
damn right.
It's just tough right now for the whole situation. I think it's a hoax, personally.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, personally, I think
We'll see.
I think it's a big hoax. Get the tagging. What you doing, brother? Shoot, get the tagging.
For me?
Yeah.
I done tagged like 50 people. I can still tag, but shit, they gonna try to block my Facebook, put me in Facebook jail over this.
Yeah, man. What's going on, everybody? Everybody been tagging all day? That's good, man. That's good.
I'll tell you your first take on this one.
How's everybody doing? Everybody all right?
What's goody? Yes, sir.
Get up in here. What's some
Can
things
y'all,
I want to
can
hear?
y'all see my screen? Can y'all see my screen?
Oh, you can't.
Oh,
Camera's not on, man.
you say you can't see my screen or no?
Can't see your screen. Y'all get up in here though. What do y'all want to hear besides Will and Rock? Will and Chris Brown. What y'all want to hear? Know y'all trying to hear. Oh, okay, we see you now, live in action, live in full
Oh,
effect.
okay. Cool. That's what's up, man.
We in here.
That's what's up.
Mr. Nelson in the building. What's up, cousin? Uncle. I said cousin. What's up, Uncle? We gotta figure this out. I think what y'all trying to hear? Or y'all trying to fill up in there? There was something else on the horizon that happened other than that. Should take over the whole damn thing.
Gentlemen's Table family, what's happening, everybody? What is happening, man? Hopefully everybody's doing well on this wonderful Tuesday, man. We off day during the week, man. We up here, you know, doing things like a little differently on this one. So, yeah, man. Hopefully you guys hopefully you guys will enjoy this episode, this show.
Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your troll on. Everybody.
Man, what happening? We see a lot of people is, starting to jump in here. They jumping in. What's happening? Y'all throw some topics out there, man. We get into it. Man. Y'all see the title up there. Was Will wrong? We're going to get to that in a minute. And I'm going to tell you this, man. A lot of the reason why we want to go ahead and do this show today, so we can have this conversation, man. We feel like we waited till tomorrow to be kind of to lose its luster a little bit, So with that, I think, and you know what, fellas, I do think too, this is probably a good time to talk about it because we've had a day to let it happen, let all the memes and let everybody have comments on it all throughout social media. And I think now it's kind of getting to the point now we can really dissect it and really make a sound judgment on what really happened, So yeah, I'm definitely preparing some people because it could be some of the stuff we may say may be unpopular opinion. I don't know, maybe me. I'm gonna speak for me. My perspective may be unpopular opinion or perspective. So it is what it is. I don't care. That's what we do the show for, right? So, and that's what we have you guys here for, to give you all's opinion and perspective on as well. We already know, what I'm saying? A lot of the women are going to say, that's what I'm talking about. Will stood up for his wife. He did what he's supposed to do. Absolutely. And like I said, we're going to get into that, though. But anybody got any questions, man? Any questions that y'all want to chime in and give us while we are waiting for everybody to come in? What up, Jamie? Shout out to everybody. We see Jamie in the building. I saw Brittany Taylor in here. What up, Catherine Levins? What's happening?
I was just about to say I'm gonna tag Al, but he already in this mug. There you go. What's
Al
up, Al?
Hoffman? What's up, Al? Man, Al in the building.
He in this thing.
All y'all jump in there, man. Share this with your friends, man. This is a show you do not want to miss. I promise you that. You do not want to miss this show. Definitely going to be interesting to talk about, to say the least, man. So y'all get in here. Y'all get in here, man. Any questions you all have for the gentleman today? You can even ask us individually questions. You can just actually target it to specifically Bashir or target it to specifically Roshan. You know what I'm saying? Or myself.
Anything. Question. Wait.
Yeah. Mercedes, she says, my daughter said, me, why are y'all on a Tuesday and not Wednesday? Had to tell her. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely had to switch show up this week for this this news, man, and this topic we need to talk about. Catherine said, I'm for the smack, but not just because he took up for his wife. There are a bunch of factors that some don't think about if you want a real if you wait a minute, if you're not a real Will fan. Okay. Staney Lewis, what's up? She said hello. What's happening? Is that a long sleeve, the gentleman's table shirt? Yes, that is a long sleeve gentleman's table shirt that Rashawn is rocking. Yes, it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for not having those out.
This is a pro.
Yeah.
Dang, I think I'm the only gentleman without a shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah. For sure. Yeah, man. Y'all being quiet in these comments today, man. What are comments at though?
For real.
Y'all being quiet, man. Y'all jumping in here looking.
I think they're ready. I think they're waiting for us to take off before they give their opinion first.
Y'all want to dive in? I know we can't get no we can't get no fire emojis. What are fire emojis at?
Y'all drop that fire first.
Yeah. Even what up, Nino? What up, Jared? Jared says still haven't received his. Did he buy one?
I don't know if he bought one. Jared just transferred it around. So shoot, we can't get in contact with Jared.
Yeah, Jared. I don't know. What up, man? What up? Yeah, do I see fire emojis? Is that fire emojis I see?
Here.
Light that thing up. I see Nino with fire emojis.
This still told Will, my nigga.
Yeah, there we go. Looking like Mr. Rogers with the sweater today, Bashir. Won't you be my neighbor? Dang, Bashir, they own you. They own you, my guy.
It's a beautiful day.
Al said Denzel told Will, my nigga. Fire emojis coming in, man. We seeing Catherine, Ilse Barbosa. We see you, Ilse. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you ever been on the show before, but hey, we definitely appreciate you tuning in.
No, Ilse has been on here a couple times.
Oh, she has? Okay. Well, I missed her then. I apologize then. Jared say on Jesus Sandals.
Sure. Okay. Congratulations, Ilse, getting that branch manager position.
No doubt. Congrats to you.
AC Sims, Nino, Jared, what's good? Shanny Lewis, what's good? Thank you for tapping in. Who else up in this thing?
Flames coming in.
Right, y'all fighting this thing up. We ain't seen a fire emoji like this in a long time.
Yeah.
It's illuminated.
Yeah, for real. Jamie said the slap heard around the world, man. So I think that everybody they ain't even put no comments out here. They like, yo, we ready for y'all to get into it. We like this the topic of I think it'll last for a week. It might last for a week. I think it'll last for a week, man. Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna bring it back when they do a Red Talk episode.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna be on the Red Table Talk. I'm pretty sure I heard recently that Chris Rock shows are all sold out. You can't get a ticket to a Chris Rock show right now. It's crazy. Definitely crazy, man. Everybody saying that, everybody, let's get into it. What up, Will, man? Chill Will in the building, man. Say they ready for y'all, man. Laugh out loud.
Hey, Will move to Michigan, man.
I know. Him and his brother, man. Shout out to y'all making a move, man. That's what's up. Can they repair this though? Man, that's a good question.
Real
Maybe
good question.
y'all want to start there, man. Y'all want to start with that part and kind of work our way backwards. Like, hey, can this situation be fixed?
It could be fixed, but it's gonna take a while, man.
Fixed in what regard? What you mean? And fixed in what relationship?
As far as him, bro, Chris Rock and Will.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll be able to be friends again. I just think it's gonna take a minute. I mean, first and foremost, I want people to understand that no one is. When people are taking Will Smith's side for what he did, I believe he wasn't wrong for doing it. I believe how he did it was wrong. You slapped the man on live television. You should handle that shit backstage.
So what he did was wrong then.
Yeah, I'm saying the action wasn't wrong. Where he did it was wrong. Because you never handle that in public like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Slapped the shit out of his ass backstage. But in front of the whole world, and the crazy thing is, if you would have punched him in front of the whole world, it would have been different. But you slapped the man. That's disrespect. You slapped him in front of the whole world. And then laughed as you walked off. So, I just think it's going to repair that.
Catherine said it's fixed already.
Yeah, I think it's fixed.
Yeah.
Will got a show, Bel Air, that's out right now. What's the name on tour with with Kevin Hart? I personally think it's fixed. Ain't nobody Red Table Talks, they numbers gotta be down because shoot. Ain't nobody watched that since August Alsina.
Since y'all about to say since the entanglement.
Yeah, so I think this was a ploy to do exactly what it's doing. Let's go get Chris Rock's numbers up. Let's go get Will Smith numbers up. Because it's one of those situations where it's a backstory where they're manipulating everybody. Was it wrong? Yes. Somebody talk about your lady that's a comedian. Just don't slap them. Like, yeah, I mean, we grown. But it's understandable.
Yeah.
From him being trolled for the last couple years, her having alopecia or whatever, him seeing her in her most vulnerable moments, crying or whatever, and feeling a type of way about it. And then, just getting to the point of being inside of a forum where everybody laughing at it. They just painted a perfect picture where no one's the bad guy. I mean, the person that's the bad guy is really like Jada, but she's the biggest victim, so it's like no one's the bad guy.
What'd you say, Charles?
I won't go as far to say that no one's a bad guy in this situation. I really think that if it's a situation that I'm gonna go based off the premise that it's not fixed and what the perception of Will Smith will be now going forward. Like, he's gonna forever be remembered for this. Walking up on stage, slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars, even though you won an Oscar that night. This is the biggest moment of your career. A black actor winning an Oscar for a lead role. Like, you know what I mean? That's the biggest moment in your career. It's rare that it happens. We can count on one hand how many black actors have won an Oscar. And I think that that's going to be the perception of Will going forward. Now, going back to how he handled this situation. I'm going to say this, like, I see a lot of people on social media, a lot of women per se, and even a lot of the gangsters, right? We'll give you air quotes since you a gangster, right? So a lot of the gangsters, they go out there and they say, yeah, bro, like, shoot, any nigga that say otherwise, you know what I'm saying? You a whole ass nigga, or you this, you that. I would have handled the situation the same way. I'm going up and I'm slapping a nigga on sight. So last time I checked, this is 2022, right? Everybody walking around with nothing less than 22s. You know what I'm saying? They got them in the pocket ready to go. So if we sitting up here walking around smacking cats and, you know what I'm saying, thinking there ain't going to be no repercussions behind it, then we got a problem. And I think that's what the issue is that we're dealing with now. Because now you set a precedence being Will Smith on national television on a huge stage at the Oscars for people to do this and people to use that as the standard. If a nigga disrespect your wife, he should slap a nigga.
Yeah,
right?
You can't train your kids that way. So it's like.
So here's the thing. We're looking at television and we see one of the most influential, biggest actors doing this stuff, especially for black people, right? So if he's doing this, now what are we left to do now? What are we left to do in this situation? What are we supposed to do? Because I personally think that I'm not opposed to putting your hands on somebody. I'm not opposed to that. Sometimes it comes to that point where you got to put your hands on somebody. It just is what it is, right? But in that moment, that's what it was. And if you want my honest opinion about it, I kind of feel like really Will acted like a female in that situation. And you know how y'all know how I am. I'm a Will Smith fan. But I would tell Will, I wish I could sit and Will this audio or the video. He acted like a female in that situation. I'm gonna paint the picture for you, right? So when you have a situation where two women go back and forth and they're arguing or whatever, somebody says something disrespectful out of line, most of the time women are going to respond with emotion, right? And we're taught as men not to do so. Will immediately responded with emotion. He got up, went on stage, and did what? He caused a scene. And a lot of times, I hate to say it, we see these fight videos, we see social media, we see all this stuff where it's all about the big scene, right? And that's exactly what he did. Got up, acted out emotion, number one, caused a scene. Then when he go up there, he doesn't even punch the dude. He slaps him. What do women do? Women usually slap of each other. They go on for slaps, right? So that's he goes up, he slaps the dude. So he goes up, he slaps the dude. Then he proceeds to go back to his seat. Then the next thing he does is he's yelling, causing even more of a scene. Just like, keep your hands out my motherfucking right there. That's what he did. Don't you ever put your wife in keep my wife's out your motherfucking mouth. That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. So it's like, for me, I looked at that as like, yo, that was a weak move, bro. Like, I'm even cool. If you go up on stage and say something to the dude, I ain't got no problem with that. Hey, man, look here. You can do your jokes, what you want to do, but hey, just keep my wife's name out your mouth. If you do it again, hey, I'm going to have to holler at you backstage.
Slap the shit out of him.
You know what I'm saying? But for you to get up there and emotionally go up there and put your hands on somebody, that's not what men are supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we're supposed to do. But if you want to go up there and say something to them, yeah, go ahead and check them real quick. Let them know what's good. And let them know, hey, look, I'm going to holler at you backstage. You know what I'm saying? If you continue to do that, I'm going to holler at you backstage. And I ain't playing.
See, the thing about it is, Chris has had a history of talking about Jada, though. So I think it's for that type of stuff.
Chris Rock is a comedian. He got a history to talk about.
That's his job. Yeah, that's what he does. Talk about everybody.
If they fought about P. Diddy, I bet you they'd be able to find 10 times as many reels about P. Diddy.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing that we're forgetting. Just because you talk jokes about people doesn't make it okay. Like, people have a right to feel the way they feel about a joke. But
they don't have the right to put their hands on you. So that is the debate.
Will Smith pulled a Hollywood move. He slapped the nigga. Chris Rock couldn't. He wasn't gonna react, and he can't react. He's on stage in front of a lot of people.
Well, he could react.
He could react. Will Smith wasn't supposed to get up and walk on stage. He could have reacted.
But he didn't know what Will was gonna do, so he wasn't gonna react. It's like, wow, he was
so chose not to react. Listen. It wasn't that he couldn't react. He chose not to react.
Yeah, right. But he got slapped out of the surprise. Like, he didn't know what to do.
No, he knew what to do. He did what he was meant to do. Like, in that time, hey, the best thing that he think he could have did was, just take that one. But that was a choice. Because the person slapping you in the face, the first thing naturally is
beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and again, like, for me personally, man, I just really think that I thought it was a female move, man. I really did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was a female move. again, like I said, if it gets to the point where like it comes to the fisticuffs and you gotta put hands on somebody, then you do that, But in that situation, it was more drama than anything. I think it was way more drama than anything.
That's real.
So, and then also, Al even asked a question earlier. He said, and I was even on this time too. What would have happened if it was Jimmy Kimmel up there?
He would have pressed charges.
You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think it would have happened. It would have never happened. If it was a white comedian up there, would have never happened.
That's a possibility too. I mean, he did slap the shit out of a white photographer that tried to kiss him. So
he wasn't white.
No, that dude was. He was German or whatever.
He's from another country or whatever. But that was different. Like, he because at first he tried to push him off this, hey man, chill out, what you doing? And slapped him, right? So that was that. That's a whole nother scenario.
The craziest thing is the fucking unorthodox slap that he did. Like, it wasn't one of them normal slaps.
Yeah, that's why I said that joint is all stage. That joint was one of those.
yeah, but you've had on a suit that's like super slim fitted that when your arm in that bitch is like different. So I can see why I was unorthodox. But
but he spent enough money for him to. When you got money, your suits fit like a glove. So it fits.
But they still breathable and movable, yeah.
Yeah, you can move how you want to move
like
when you spending money on the suit.
That nigga did like a front hand.
It's only them K&G suits that you get tailored and you gotta.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
So as woman gives head to Bill Clinton and becomes famous, and Will slaps a person and restarts their career.
It don't restart. Will is about to win off of this. Everybody involved in this is a winner.
Oh, absolutely. I already told you, Chris Rock shows already sold out.
The projection of his career is going to be based off of it. I think that now this puts Will Smith. Everyone loves an underdog story. Now it puts Will Smith in a position to get people to be reintroduced to his book, to see the traumas that he dealt and that he talked about in his book. For Red Talk or Table Talk, whatever that is called, that to get a bunch of views. Chris Rock selling out is going to eventually garnish a reunion where they face to face talking to each other. Chris Rock,
whole bunch of
what's the name? So it's like a win-win situation.
Yeah.
For all we know, they're already in business with each other, and they got a show that they're trying to launch next year, and that's gonna be the thing. It's like the Kumbaya moment. We came together, and this is how black men should resolve issues. We got this new show coming out.
Says, why is where he did it wrong? If it was two white men, it would have been just a disagreement.
What happened?
Yeah.
She said, why where he did it wrong? If it was two white men, it would be just a disagreement.
Now, if it was two white men, it would have been the same thing, I think. They slapped each other. Like, come on, people. Let's not act like we see people slapping each other on the award shows all the time.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal. So, is he wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I'm seeing a lot of just people going out, and I see there's Nino coming at some point tonight. We can discuss the news involving Chris Rock. We heard about Chris Rock recently in regards to him admitting he was on the spectrum a few years back. He supposedly doesn't pick up on social cues as fast as normal-minded persons. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's obvious. No, that was obvious in that, and what he did, him just doing what he did at the show. Like that was pretty obvious. So I didn't really even hear what the latest thing was about him, but maybe he responded and talked about, like, oh, maybe I just didn't. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he said about this whole situation, really. So I just heard little bits and pieces of information about what's going on with him. But I see I'm skipping down to one of these comments. I want to respond to. Nina put another comment up there. She said, as a people, we have a bad habit of telling others how to respond to disrespect when we weren't the ones disrespected. Yeah, sure. Like but there's a standard for everything, right? You know what I mean? So that's what my response is to that. Like, you got to have there's a standard. Like, if everybody just responded how they wanted to the disrespect, then we would be we'll be in trouble as human beings, because your perspective on how to respond to something is not my perspective on how to respond to something. So that's why we have the OGs, the Denzel Washingtons, the Tyler Perrys who approach Will Smith, who said, "Hey man, I'm a person who's of level head, and I understand. I see where you at, brother, but you can't respond this way." Like, you know, some of us have a bigger responsibility because this happened, like I mentioned, look at the uproar that it's saying. We have and I hate to say this, but this is the truth. We have an uproar of women now who are saying, hell yeah, my man don't do this. If he ain't Will Smith in my life, then, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a problem. And I'm like, you finna get your man killed out here. Yeah. Is what you about to do.
It's like Cap. Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you finna get this man killed out here. Because he finna sit up here and go out here and stand up for you like that. Like, now, again, like I said, if things happen like that, then by all means, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do as a man. But part of being a responsible man, is to make sure you get home safely as my lady, my kids get home safely, and myself. Right? I'm responsible for making sure everybody get home safely. At the end of the day, wherever we're at, right? So if I'm in a situation where it's like that, if I'm out and about, we kicking, we chilling, and I decide to respond because society says that we try to tell people how to respond to stuff, how we respond to disrespect, that's out of pocket. You out of pocket for that, because now you just
that's just lawlessness.
Yeah, that's there. Now we just doing whatever hell we want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not, and there's no standard. There has to be a standard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so Al said, when do we draw the line on free speech? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, that's definitely a thing too.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's a pick and choose type of thing to me, because it's like, yeah, he's a comedian. If that's the case, the same people that's ridiculing Chris Rock now was telling Dave Chappelle he had all the right to say what he had to say about gay people, which, in my opinion, I feel like you're a comedian. That's the job. Like, it's gonna ruffle feathers.
Brittany trying to say he ain't got it.
Man, see, this sounds like, well, Brittany, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you don't. She don't under, like, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. And I'm specifically talking to women right here. Like, fellas, y'all can chime in if y'all want to, even fellas on the show, whatever. You do not understand what happens when men
fight.
Get to that point of anger and they have to fight, right? You do not know. It is like, seriously, like, anytime men fight, your life is on the line. Every single time. And men understand that. So you don't understand the pressures that men are involved with, like, and stuff like even me as a person, the stuff that I deal with every day in my job, I'm constantly having to put out fires, constantly having to put out, even where it be customers or employees or whatever, I'm constantly dealing with conflict resolution. Always conflict resolution. So I have to be level-headed. I've had people come to me at my job and blatantly call me a bitch.
Yeah.
Grown men.
Yeah. And dare you to do something.
So what am I supposed to do at that point? So I'm supposed to jump. Oh, you got me fucked up. Jump over the counter and whoop somebody's ass? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. Rashawn was there. Dude told me, old man Shep told me, she said, Shep talking to me, bitch. I was like, I'm like, yo. And people know this. Like, I've had words with people before. I've been at work and I've had words with dudes before.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. You really just changed my mindset on this, because when I was talking about this shit yesterday with Tasha, I was like, yo, he was right. I slapped the shit out of him too, but you wouldn't just go straight into that. Like,
you can't go into it.
You have to control yourself. That's what I'm saying. That's why I told him the backstage, like, I was backstage to push him, like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, why would you do that type shit? You ain't finna just disrespect him just like that, just out the blue. But he really did the unreal. Like, for all the women saying, oh man, I wish my man would protect me. Like, dude, there's so many different other levels he could have did before getting there. he could have protected your honor and did it differently. Yo, man, that wasn't cool what you said, bro. Make sure you lighten up next time. Don't try to go off like that because you know she been having struggling problems. But just to go disrespect him like that, nigga, you actually
I don't think no woman that really is in a relationship or should be in a relationship think like that. Like I think that's the bottom of the barrel selfish mindset. Like, especially at this age, I think like, yo, if you don't get me wrong, check the person, like Charles was saying.
Absolutely.
But just going up to punching a dude, so many things can happen.
So many things can go wrong, bro.
Now he got assault.
So many things can go wrong. Bashir,
he loses his job off of a assault case.
I just saw a video. Of 2 dudes who got into it in a club setting. I don't know if there were females there. There are females there. 2 dudes got into it in a club setting. They were having words going back for I don't know if it's over female or what. I saw one dude all of a sudden 2-3-piece the dude, right? Hit him with boom, 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 hit him 3 times. Dude staggered back, pull out a gun, pop, 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 shot him.
Done.
And so now you sit up. So now what if that story is that? Like, what if your man's story is that? He stood up for me, but the nigga got popped. Like,
they so crazy they'd be like, yo, he's a hero.
He stood up for me. He killed him for me. Now I gotta raise my kids on my own. But he stood up for me.
Like it's everything is emotion. It's no logic.
No logic.
But my thing is like, that's what I'm saying. This is why the point I'm trying to drive home is that part of being a man is understanding conflict resolution, right? And understanding this. I don't give a damn how much you protect anybody. You ain't the baddest man in this world. I don't give a damn. You could be you can G-check, do whatever you want to do all you want to. But I guarantee you, it's a nigga somewhere around there, a nigga somewhere in your hood, in your vicinity or whatever, who's just as big and bad as you are, or just as hard as you are, and will whoop your ass because you up here trying to front and trying to show out and trying to save your chick or whatever. I'm just saying, understand that. I'm not saying don't be a man. I'm saying be aware of this stuff. That's all I'm saying. So when you got that in your mind, you're gonna think about stuff differently. Because now you could be separate going up to go check somebody, and your ass somebody walking away being embarrassed because niggas will whoop your ass.
That's real.
I done told y'all about letting these females control your mind. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta lighten up. Lighten up. Don't let that woman get your ass whooped
or killed.
Cause she not gonna try to save you.
Yeah.
Al said, so where was this energy when the ex-president Trump made fun of just the disabled reporter?
What energy?
The energy that these females are giving for making fun.
Again, I'm gonna say this: it's an emotional response. They saw the emotional response of Will Smith, and everybody's responding emotionally. Everybody's saying it. Like I'm just saying, I'm trying to get people to think with logic. Y'all really have to really understand what's happening here. And again, that has to come into play when you're dealing with stuff like this. Like you don't know what's going to happen. My sole responsibility as a man, the best way that I can protect you is to make sure that you make it home safely.
Facts.
That's the best way I can protect you.
God did not
make sure you make it home safely.
He said,
let me make sure that you're not finna sit up here and of course I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect. If dude put his hands on you, that's a whole nother thing. Put his hands on you, call you bitch, spit on you, whatever. That's a whole nother situation, bro. Dude, say something to you. Then you go up there and handle that. You talk to that nigga. You say, look, bro, check game. If Will walked up there and say, look, and he take the mic or whatever, he could walk there and say, look, man, tell all the jokes you want to tell, but man, keep my wife's name out your mouth. If you continue to do it, man, you have to talk backstage. If you go up there and do that, I ain't got no problem with that. No problem with that.
Brittany Taylor said, that shit whack. Your sole responsibility is not to let nobody come for your family.
There's different ways of doing that, Brittany. What do you?
Violence.
So here's the thing. So your opinion is for you to respond in every situation, no matter what it is, for your man to just go ahead and put his hands on somebody. And for me, like I said, like I told y'all before, that when this show started, I said this is about to be unpopular opinion, but it's real though. I'm telling you what's real. Y'all can deal with that fake Oscar shit all y'all want to. Like y'all can deal with that shit. Nigga walking over saying slapping Chris Rock, 2 actors to make millions of dollars. I'm talking about real shit. I'm talking about niggas that's in the hood that you got to deal with. Like I ain't talking about 2 dudes that make millions of dollars acting and one slap the other one. Them niggas ain't killing nobody.
I'm talking about cars.
You know,
I'm talking
them
about
niggas not killing nobody. Well, the worst you gonna get is somebody finna get sued or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't do that. Niggas pulling straps, and like you stop living. If your opinion's that, I'm gonna be real with you. If your opinion's like you gotta stop living your life like it's reality TV, man. Shit is fake, bro.
Yeah, they do this shit
fake
for you to get a reaction out of it. Listen, we're not saying that. We're not saying him slapping the motherfucker, but there's just so many other levels before you get to that point. Like, if the first thing is just for you to go up there and slap shit out somebody, what message are you sending? Like, you could have handled it so many other different ways, but you handled it that way. He ain't had to hit him. He could have said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, and I personally would have satisfied with that. Yeah, that's fine. But we're talking about violence here. Like, you can protect your family more ways than just going to slap shit. Because technically speaking, going to slap the shit out the nigga is not protecting your family. Lawsuits ain't protecting your family.
Well, so here's the thing, like, because of it was a low stake situation. It was very low stake because it's like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Them niggas ain't never been known for being gangster or whatever. It was very low stake. For him to go up there and slap Chris Rock, cool. That's like me going up and slapping an 8th grader or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go up and just slap this nigga because it's low stake. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really worried about that. He can't do nothing to me. Like, you know what I mean? So let's pull a gun. But whatever that looks like, we putting him on this pedestal because of what he did, which is cool, which is fine. He did something. Like, you know what I'm saying? He definitely did something. But I like I said, me personally think it was a little irrational, and it came from an emotional state. And I think he acted again. I stand on the premise, man. Like when you break it down and look at how it happened, how it played out, like I broke down earlier, he acted out of emotion. I'm not gonna say acted like a female. He acted out of emotion. And most of the time, men are not supposed to act out of emotion like that. We're supposed to think more with logic and more like, hey, how can we resolve this? You know, before it gets to that point.
Yeah, fact. Like we talking about handling this shit with violence, man. That's not one thing to do. First of all, you fucking slap the shit out of somebody on national television at an Oscar, where black people don't really ever win. Then you slap a black person, and then you just slap somebody.
That's real.
And yo, look, Nino and Brittany, I understand what y'all saying. How many times would you let somebody play on your name? But we don't know if Will has addressed him doing it either.
I mean, all right, see, this is the thing. Men can't only display toxic masculinity when it benefits women.
Right.
Because if you use that same logic somewhere else, like a female nagging a dude and he going upside her head, how much can I take? Like you can't give that type of
Harold stupid.
You can't get that type of excuse.
That's definitely. Yo, Harold said in the realm of their lifestyles, he should have pulled them to the side off the stage and addressed them. Give the man the opportunity to correct the wrong if he offended anyone. But to slap him, yeah, I would have tore the stage up and the next Oscars would have been virtual. Facts.
But then you got kids. It's like, you know how many of our kids would just be kicked out of school or have assault charges?
Yeah, George said, he said, I could care less either way, but what does everyone think about if Jada walked up there and slapped Chris?
What happened?
He said, what if everybody think if Jada would have walked up there and smacked Chris?
That would have been, man. You think Will look bad now?
Yeah, see, I don't know the history. I just know he's done it once before. I don't know the history of him doing it repeatedly. Nina said, I guess we were supposed to let Chris Rock play with him and Jada, and they faced 88 times before asserting himself. Laugh out loud.
It's a comedian, man. He's a comedian.
And the craziest thing in this situation is when Chris told the joke, Will laughed. So
Facts.
And that's another thing too. He laughed at the joke. Y'all missing that part.
And then he didn't hit her. Y'all talking like, listen to the joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Now, yes, she got alopecia, but was he attacking her on some old malice? It's just a low blow joke. It wasn't even like a top tier low blow joke at that.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing: like people, I see people in the comments talking about he's attacked the Smiths before, and this is not. I mean, he's a comedian.
Of course,
he's a comedian. He talks about mainstream people. Like he's gonna talk about those people because they're relatable. They're relatable. If they have hot topics to come up, we're changing the whole dynamic of what this is. We're changing the whole dynamic of it. And we're saying, this is that. Like I'm telling you, and this is what I'm saying. We giving all this praise. And again, like I said it at the beginning, I'm a Will Smith fan. I am.
He can be wrong. But
we giving him too much credence and credit for this situation. It was very low stake. And if y'all paid attention to how I broke this down, you could see how he acted out of emotion at the end of the day. I don't care how if you go up there and check him and say something about it, then he's
even
still
going up there
serves
to
the
check
same
him,
purpose.
And then we go up there and check him is too much. Hey, this is a war show. Sit down.
Yeah, which I understand. But here's the thing: I understand that's a sensitive subject to your wife, and your wife took offense to that. I understand that. So yeah, I have no problem with him addressing the issue. I have no problem with him going up there in the middle war show and doing. If he did, I have no problem with that.
You know why I have a problem
with
it?
The dude continues to be disrespectful, and it gets to the point where they have to throw hands. Then it is what it is. But to me, like I said, I hated to see it, and it was kind of like it was like you catching a dude off guard. It's like you walk up to him on stage, he's hosting the Oscars, you got him at his most vulnerable point, and you say, I'm finna smack the shit out of you for saying something that was, I guess, quote unquote, disrespectful or whatever. Now,
I think that is wrong. I think it's wrong just for the simple fact, like, if Will got that, if we can give Will that clearance to say, even going up there interrupting his show and saying, yo, this and that.
Yo,
alopecia ain't got shit on a whole bunch of other things. Like, it's so many other things that, like, again, shoot, it's gonna be gay people walking up on all stages, slapping and just slapping the shit out of people. I don't like that gay joke.
You said
a joke about cancer.
No one's saying
you said a joke about AIDS.
Yeah, no one's saying we have a tolerance for verbal abuse. All we're saying is slapping the shit out of somebody is not the first action to verbal abuse.
Slapping them or interrupting the show. Period. I think.
But wait a minute though. I mean, what was verbal abuse? What happened? Was he doing a whole 10-minute set on Will Smith and Jada?
You know what the crazy thing is? If Will never slapped her, nobody would ever be even talking about the joke. That's how hypocritical.
No, it would have. We would just went ahead and went about it. It'd have been like alopecia finna get paid for this. We know who's over alopecia, they finna get paid because everybody's talking about it now. So I'm like, it's just like you said. If Will had never did anything about it, there would be no conversation about this at all. People wouldn't even really know it probably went over a couple people's head when he said it.
You know how many?
You know what I mean?
How many times comedians then joked about people's divorce? Man, divorce is a depressing thing.
Yeah.
I might want to stop you. You talk about
Well,
my divorce.
see,
Al said something. Al said something interesting. He said wars and more lives have been lost over vagina than any any money or drugs in the world. Absolutely.
I'll tell your mind. But also, comedians do talk about other comedians' problems, Bashir, but they don't talk to when they got a front. They don't talk about when they got a front row seat and they right there.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about? Have you ever watched any award show? What are you talking about? If you watch that show and you watch it to the completion, he was just got done talking about somebody else.
Yeah, but was it
big people that's in the audience? What are you talking about?
But was it that sensitive though? Bashir is what I'm saying.
Bro, he's a comedian. Comedians always say sensitive stuff about people that's right in stage, right in front of them.
Listen, I'm not saying
now people acting like they have never seen a comedian roast somebody right in front of them. Like, come on, y'all.
They have roast. They have roast.
Well,
it's like they literally have roast.
Something bigger that happened prior for that nigga to just go up and slap the shit out.
Yeah, and that's a Will Smith problem, not a Chris Rock problem. Well,
that's not nothing. To me, he's being controlled. Like, to me, for me, okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this: if you have a man who does that, women, y'all should be more concerned about that man because he's manipulating, controlling every which way, right? If he can allow things to set him off like that, then you need to be worried about that man versus in that situation. Now, of course, if you were in a physically harming situation and he, of course, had to resort to being physical to make sure that you're safe, then that's fine. Or if a guy's being aggressive, if he's in your face and he's like, yo, get the fuck out my girl's face, you know what I'm saying? You slap the dude, hit him, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's a different story. Because now it's physical. The dude is being physical. But if he sits up there and hosting an award show and he does that, how you acting out of emotion? And then, like we saw that when he first said the joke, Will laughed. And we saw the camera pan over to Jada. Jada looked irritated. So now he looking like, so Will sitting there like this. He like, oh. Like, you know what I'm saying? He doing this. He laughing. He like, yeah, funny. He looking at Jada. Oh, all right. Like, Jay, like, you better go do something. You better go do something. So if you controlling somebody like that, what's attractive about that man? A man is supposed to lead. I don't care which way you cut it. I don't care whether you like it or not, you want to respond to a certain way or whatever. I don't care which way you cut. A man's supposed to lead. He ain't supposed to do that in every situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem that I had with it. I'm like, yo, you just I didn't like the whole I didn't like the look of it. I really didn't like the look of it. It was like, man, it's crazy. Like
I really don't look at that as verbal abuse. That's not verbal abuse.
Yeah, we're going into extreme saying verbal abuse.
Y'all will make y'all crazy. Y'all are hypocritical. Like,
yeah, and they baiting. They bait you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like y'all talking about verbal abuse, man. Y'all doing too much. Not doing too much. It's not verbal abuse. It's not verbal abuse.
It's a comedian. So how about this? Everybody in here is wrong then. Because one, everybody done laughed at a joke at somebody else's expense. Everybody has made a joke at someone else's expense.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth is verbal abuse.
What? That was a response, Rashawn. He responded to the situation.
He was threat or else, nigga.
That's a threat. That's not a verbal abuse. Do you know what verbal abuse is?
Yeah, he's gonna go abuse you after that.
You tripping, bro? You tripping? You tripping?
That was a reach.
Yeah, you reaching, bro. Yeah.
But
yeah, man.
Yeah, I think was Will wrong? Yes. Do I understand where he was coming from with all the stuff that he done been through in the last couple months? Yes.
Absolutely.
You can be wrong but still understood. That's what the problem is. People don't look for understanding. They just want to ridicule a person. Like, I can sit back and say, yo, yeah, he wrong. He know he wrong for doing that. But do I understand him going in the last couple of years? He mentally messed up. Yo, Lord knows he been the butt of everybody's jokes for so long.
But look, this is exactly what I was saying. That's what Harold said. My issue is Will was laughing at first, so the joke was funny. We have to understand Chris Rock is a comedian. What is a comedian job description? Oh, right, exactly, and that's what it is.
If you got a problem with what Chris Rock said, honestly, to any magnitude, then you're being a hypocrite because we've all laughed at a joke that was too early. We've all laughed at a joke that was insensitive. We all laughed at a joke. We've all made jokes that were insensitive to somebody's credit. Like, come on. Now we can stand on here like, we don't want to attack you. He verbal and abusing all women. And if you're a man, then come on, man.
Yeah, that's.
Will was gonna have to go home with Jada. That man was slapping for sanity.
Right, for real.
No, that's real.
He was like,
that's real.
He knew he had, and that's what I'm saying. Like for him to resort to that in his mind, like you have to be under some type of emotional strain for you to go and resort to that. So let me get this right. It's okay to fuck his wife, but laughing at her bald head. She should have wore a cap. He's stupid. Yeah, like for real, that's what it is, man. Like, yeah, I was
that's crazy.
On, man. That laugh, man. Ha ha ha! This motherfucker don't know I'm crazy. Yeah, as a member part of the bald head community, we took offense. Cool.
Yeah, you tripping?
Like,
so you ain't got no
offense to what?
Cool.
Hush, relax.
Cool.
You cut your hair by choice. Her shit fell out.
That's cool. Punch me, bro. Don't slap or spit on me. I'll drag you. Facts. That's what I was like, bro. Why? I said, like, bro, why he slap him though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't close your fist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I guess he really want to bruise him and nothing like that. I guess he, open hand slap. He might have just had a hand pretty across his face, but he was black, so he might have been obscene.
Hey, Earl said, I blame the Oscars. Will shouldn't have been able to walk on stage without somebody stopping him.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's true too. That's very true.
I think
Catherine says G.I. Jane is a character who is bald by choice. Jada is losing her hair involuntarily. The other jokes too were around the time blacks were boycotting the Oscars, and that joke was disrespectful as well because of the subject. Okay. I didn't really look that deep into it.
Jokes are disrespectful.
All right.
You can, because disrespect is subjective. We've heard jokes about black people talking about slavery that our grandparents probably wouldn't appreciate.
Dave Chappelle made whole skits about slavery.
Yeah,
and and all the stuff and the KKK and all that. It's comedians are always offensive. That's a part of the reason why they're funny. Because it's like, oh wow, I can't believe he went there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't
about why they're funny.
It wasn't about a black woman, so they don't take offense to those type of stuff. You can insult your race, but you dare talk about a black woman.
Oh well, I'm not gonna go that far, Rashawn. I ain't going that far.
Hey,
I'm in the middle of both of y'all because some of the narratives. But that's the thing. Social media, you deal with everybody in their lower vibrations. So, everybody has 2 cents to put in. So, who says that we're even debating people that's using reason? Like, you know what I mean? It could just be the chick from wherever that ain't got no sense, ready to pop off. It could be a bunch of them that's just saying that. Like, you know what I mean? And now we just pin a blanket statement on all women, like all women condone it. Like,
yeah.
So it's just bull. Yeah. Hey, Will was hurt. He acted out of emotion. Now, this is if it was real. If it was real,
yeah.
But I honestly, to a certain extent, I feel like him smirking as he was walking off and then getting to this chair and then putting his face. These people are actors. This is a multi-million-dollar company. Like, you know what I mean? Corporation, billion-dollar corporation. Like, entertainment. They're going, if you think wrestling, you know what I mean? Wrestling and that, like, you can't take everything for face value, in my opinion, because look at how much everybody has. Look how much everybody is profiting off of that slap. Like,
so I mean, but hold on, what is Sparkle? You saying we need to do our research before we defend Chris Rock? Can you help me out here? Because, well, the thing is, like, comedians all comedians have been offensive at a certain point. Like, you know what I'm saying? They've been offensive in their own regard. I don't care which comedian you look at, anybody. They've been offensive to a certain sector of people, whether it be LGBTQ community, whether it be, slavery, black people, 'cause all of them been offensive at some juncture of their career, right? If they're not offensive still. So the research on Chris Rock, I mean, what is it? I don't understand. Like, what is it that was so egregious that he's done in his career that warranted Will Smith to walk on stage at the Oscars and slap this man while he was laughing at all his other jokes? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it would have been something, somebody would have been put on notice saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Check game. Like, don't say nothing about Will's wife, especially Will being up for the award that he was up for. It's not like he was just up for like supporting role. He was up for the lead actor role, best actor. So somebody probably would have put Chris Rock on notice. Hey, man, Will going through a lot right now. You might not want to say nothing about his wife if you got that in your bit or whatever. Don't just kind of chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like somebody would have communicated and said something. I'm pretty sure he knows some things are off limits, or or let's say just told him, hey, the gloves are off. You say what you want to say, which I highly doubt that.
Nino said if you don't understand a joke at your expense via medical condition is verbal abuse, then only a therapy can unpack the rest of it for you.
I mean, okay. Then you can't say anything about anything.
Yeah, I mean,
it's to
me that's a little bit much, man, because we can easily turn the world in a delusional lens. We can easily turn this around and say, if you see things this way, then there's a need for therapy for anybody else who see things opposite for what we say. I mean, we can always point the finger and say, you need therapy, you need therapy, you need therapy. I mean, that's I don't know. That's kind of a cop-out. That's a cop-out for me. All bullshit to the side. My issue is an HBCU grad. We have to work just as hard to get opportunities. And Will Packard is an alum of FAMU and also my frat brother. We stole the shine of the first African American to direct the Oscars. Yeah,
that's real.
There you go. That's yeah.
And if we teach in the next generation that if somebody says something to you, you go up and pop them. Yeah, I mean, we got to start learning diplomacy. I think that's the problem that we got in the current world. Even King Von said, we don't know how to talk to people.
We don't. I mean, we really don't. A lot of people
have murder beef with each other because I just can't sit down and have a conversation with you on how I feel, how you feel, and then we can resolve the issue. It's ego. But it's cool to have ego, to Rashawn's point. It's cool to have ego when it's benefiting women. And I understand you got to defend your woman, but you got to also, women that think this way, I mean, you got to be kind of even keel with it. Like, you can't, toxic masculinity cannot only be good when it benefits you.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, I was with you. I don't like throwing terms out there like toxic masculinity because the only reason why I can't really define that. Like, what is that? Like, when we would say
that's
toxic
a good point.
Masculinity.
That's a good point.
So, like, just to some of the other comments, you know what I'm saying, that was said, but everything else you said was right, Bashir. But with like this one comment, child, I swear we go harder for our men than they go for us. I mean, again, that to me that comes from emotion. That comes from an emotional place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where is that coming from? What are you expecting? What do you expect your man to do? If you my thing is when I see stuff like that, if you want a hood nigga that's in out of jail, just say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, say that. Like, don't put it out there and be like, because this nigga didn't handle this way, then he's a whole ass nigga. Like, I know plenty of niggas. I know plenty of niggas who are not confrontational, who can handle themselves in a confrontational situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dudes, we're not made to be barbarians. Like, we're not supposed to be at war and at arms at any given moment because somebody said something disrespectful or did something out of line. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways you got to handle that.
Yeah, you know it's so easy to roll out of bed and handle shit head first with emotions, not thinking about the consequences. Because when you're a man, you got to think logically. You can't just go straight in emotionally because that shit gonna cost you.
Yeah. Absolutely. It costs you, man. Like, you got too much lie. And I heard somebody, I think Brittany said something earlier about family. Like, I was comparing work with family. And I was like, the thing is with family is the stakes are even higher, and I have to use even more logic. You know what I'm saying? Because my consequences, my mistakes, anything that I do
are detrimental.
Yeah, because if I go and do something like that, so let's say we make this happens at your boyfriend, husband, whatever, goes up and slaps somebody, right? And then your husband, boyfriend ends up going to jail, and it's all because he made a joke, and he get assault charges put on him, and all this stuff like that. Now what's the impact of that? Now he has this on his record. Now he may go to jail. It's going to affect his employment. It's going to affect a lot of different things because he rolled for his family, right? But now you're going to be looking at him like he's stupid because he got this record, and it's going to be hard for y'all to do things. It's even difficult for you to get a place of residence. You don't think about that. Like, if you have certain criminal backgrounds on your record, people won't even lease to you or they make it hard for you to purchase and so on and so forth because you have a criminal background. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all don't think about all the things that could happen if a dude makes a decision. Now, like I said earlier in the show,
you think
some things are worth it. Some things in that situation are worth it.
Facts.
So if somebody is putting my wife, my girlfriend, my child, whatever, in harm's way, and I have to react and do something physically, then cool. I tip my hat off to that brother. Like, if it was me, that I would do the same thing.
If he would have been 3 jokes in, if he would have did more, I could understand more. If he would have been like, be quiet, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, and if he hauled off a call to like,
it was too light for a comedian. We've
heard so way worse. We're acting like this is the first time a comedian has said something disrespectful or said something that crossed the line about somebody. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody like, well, look at Chris Rock. Look what he's done. I'm like, what, Chris? I've heard way worse from other comedians. Like, why is Chris Rock now? He's going to be labeled as. I'm not defending Chris Rock. I'm not defending him. He was wrong. He was definitely wrong.
But was he wrong, or was he just a comedian? Comedians are wrong, I guess.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
It's like,
but he was wrong. He was wrong for being insensitive to that situation, like, because she's been on record saying that this is something that she struggles with. He should have done his research and been a little bit more mindful of that.
It only matters. Does it only matter when it's a black woman? Because then it's like, and this is not to say like we don't need to protect the black woman. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, it goes to what Rashawn was saying, because again, we've heard people that commit suicide get talked about. Yeah, I mean, we hear about transgenders. Again, gay people. That's gay rights. That's the biggest thing. Before this, that was the biggest thing, and that's way worse than alopecia.
Yeah. Al just said. So when do we draw the line? He said we say comics should be able to say whatever. So say what about everybody? Chadwick Boseman was called a crackhead and some stuff, and he died.
Yeah, that's what we call. That was too early, and we all say, "Yo, that's wrong." But we know that it's not malice. It's a comedian. Some comedians are dark. Some comedians say certain things. If you don't like them, just don't deal with them. There's certain racist comedians. Like, it's comedy. No, you're just supposed to spew venom and hatred, and I didn't get that from Chris Rock. He had a half-wit, low-blow joke.
So Bridget Taylor says, so what situations do y'all turn physical other than us getting hit?
What you mean? Wait.
Well, why, hold on. I'm tripping on why that's a question.
Yeah.
Why is that a question?
Yeah, this is why it's hard. Because it's like, yo, are we even thinking about this conversation? Like, I don't even understand how it can be a back and forth.
I'm trying to figure out why that's the question. Like, why? What are we supposed to say? Okay, let's run down the list.
Yeah.
Okay, other than somebody being physical with you, is what else you want to say? If he, everything is physical. Because I'm trying to think of everything. If he touched your butt, spit on you, or whatever.
Put it like this. If a dude said that, right? Again, I will be less. Like if a dude said exactly what Chris Rock said to Will, if they was at a dinner table and Chris Rock wasn't a comedian and he just walked like, yo, your girl look like G.I. Jane or whatever, I can see that escalating quick. Like, you know what I mean? But the thing is, he's a comedian. Like, it comes with the territory.
Yeah. But see, that's what not me personally. I'm feeling like a lot of women are agreeing with what Will Smith did because it
benefits them.
Well, no, because that's how they would handle stuff. That's how they would handle the situation. That's what a woman would do. That's what women would do in that situation. And I'm not here because I know we've received slander before about people saying that we bash women or whatever like that. I personally don't do that, but there's
you can't have an opinion that's opposing. That's not slander. It's just
I'm not slandering any woman or anything like that. But I personally feel like that's what it is because you would want a man to handle things a certain way. Like you say, oh well, Chris Rock disrespects somebody, so he got met with disrespect. Like you know what I'm saying. So if that's what you want, like you know what I'm saying, if that's what you want, then like me personally, like I don't know, I can't. Are you expecting? My question to that woman would be like, are you expecting me to handle every situation like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you go to a situation where he says, now if he calls you a bitch or do whatever, so on and so forth, then yeah, that may be physical. Like that's something that that's probably the verbal thing that somebody could say that would turn physical. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just you crossing the line there.
Spark, you going hard, man.
I've rehearsed the third things before going live. He probably asked him not to say the joke, and he said it anyway. We don't know, but I personally feel like there had to be a reason for him to go up there and smack him.
Yeah, it might be all the stuff that we said as far as.
Yo, I don't know.
He's been going 2-3 years of being trolled, and his wife being ridiculed for being the thought. Like, you know what I mean? He's been dealing with people coming at his wife for the last 3 years. Some congratulating, some, you know what I mean, disrespecting her.
Yeah.
Might have been a straw that broke the camel's back. Or it could be a big hoax. Again, we understand why he did what he did. But was it wrong? Yes. If it wasn't fake, he regrets it. He know it makes him look bad.
And I
so
think,
how can you say something?
Yeah, that's and again, like I said, that even that response she's saying to Brittany, like, okay, child, stop going hard and building up these niggas. They don't give a damn about protecting their wives and family. Ray Charles sat people.
How did you hear that? Where did they hear that at?
They saw the movie.
And this is the thing. That's why it's so hard to communicate, because it's like when it's not what you want to hear, it's either slander or you say something that we're not saying. Why don't we communicate and have effective communication? Let's look for understanding instead of looking for who's right and who's wrong. Again, we said, we understand. We would say that he's wrong, but we understand. Now, if you took his situation and you megamorphed it to a random Saturday where you with your boyfriend on Deep Ellum and the dude said those things to you and you had alopecia, and that's a different setting. That's a different setting.
Yeah, we're again, like I said,
we're sticking to the topic.
We're talking about something that's very low stake. We're talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. That's very low stake. That's very low. It don't get any lower stake than that. Like, you know what I mean? That the worst that could happen was what happened. You know what I'm saying? That was the worst that could happen. So with that, I mean, we're giving him praise and saying, oh, he protecting his family, bruh. Well,
no one was attacking his family.
But we just said earlier before that, Will Smith, like, he protects his family, but the same thing he doing, he's swinging with his family too. He let his wife go and enjoy other men and so on and so forth. Are we applying that same logic here too? Apply it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
Hey,
we
he
do
made
that,
a
let's
whole
apply it all.
show
Let's sit up
talking
here and
about
say, let's do a Will and Jada do then. If we saying that, if we're happy about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars, let's do a Will and Jada do then. Let's be swingers.
If we
Let's
go do it to that point,
let's go here and go sleep. Let your man go out and sleep with another woman, and you go sleep with another dude or whatever. See if that works for you.
if we go that crazy, Will Smith had a whole
You ain't
career
saying
talking
that?
about his Uncle Phil being fat. You know how many fat people kill themselves because of their weight?
Come on, man.
Is that abuse?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we just we want to, and that's the thing I got a problem with, man. We picking and choosing what we want to embrace and what we want to
care
cool with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm challenging. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like I don't want to hear a whole bunch of people going around talking about, oh man, Will Smith is goals. He's goals. No, Will Smith is irresponsible, bro. That was
I wouldn't even give him that far. He had an irresponsible moment. I wouldn't call him irresponsible.
It was irresponsible. That moment was irresponsible.
Let's not forget about Jada, man. Jada also aired out August Alsina shit. He didn't say nothing about that shit. He didn't even know it was coming. She just aired that shit out too. For her.
I thought August said something first.
No,
but he got clearance through her to say something.
No,
she already put it out there, and he was able to.
Yeah.
Oh, she put it out there first.
She put it out there first on the Raven Table Talk.
I don't know that. I thought August got clearance to talk about it, and then
after the fact
came back.
Yeah,
and said something. Yeah.
So, Neil said the fact that we did it doesn't make it right. You see the wrong in the ways to improve. Everybody ain't ready to improve, and that's okay.
I mean, I don't got no quarrel with that one.
Slaps are calculated. Slaps are meant for disrespect and anger. Punches are all anger. Come on, Brittany.
Yeah, she got to be trolling. At this point,
stuff like that. Like, and that's the crazy thing about it, man. Like, it's cool. Everybody can have their opinion or whatever, and you can take and feel whatever you want to feel, man. But that's, to me, that comment is gaslighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a gaslighting comment to get people riled up and say, "Oh, you know, shoot, yeah, you're right, man. Don't defend black men." Okay, and it's crazy. Like this situation is like causing like more divide than anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, and to me, it's just you know, for me, it just don't make sense. Especially like growing up the way that I grew up. Like, for me, it don't make sense. It really don't make sense at all. Like, I'm kind of like, have y'all not, like, for me, I'm like, have y'all not seen anything? Like, to me, that's what I look at as, and that's why I can't relate. I grew up in Fort Worth. I grew up in the inner city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the stuff that I've seen, I've lost friends, so on and so forth. I'm like, nigga, to me, they don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's the type of environment I grew up in. So, like, for me, I'm like, I just know, I know the consequences behind acting out of not thinking. Like, I was always taught growing up, we gotta think.
A lot of them know the consequences, but it don't matter because it's to save them. Think, like you said, how many people do we know that done died over empires?
Nigga, so check game. Look, and Al just said something. So if Rashawn started going in on y'all's moms, and I mean going in, y'all would not want to smack them. So check game. I'm gonna tell you that I've had this. This is what I'm saying, Al. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna tell you this right now. And that's why people, I don't understand it. I've had this situation happen. This exact situation what Al is talking about. I've had situations where it's come to us throwing hands where we fought because nigga was talking about my mom or whatever, or vice versa. You say what?
You beat up Rashawn?
No, I'm talking about Rashawn. I'm talking about I've had this situation happen. So we've had, you know, people are hostile or whatever, they're going back and forth, and then you get to the point where you bragging on somebody's mom or whatever, and all of a sudden it turns to a fight, right? So I've had this situation happen. So in that scenario, using those situations for men, what we do is this, and every single time I remember this, we'd all say, "Yo, bro, chill out. Stop talking about my mom. Stop talking about my mom." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, chill out. Like, hey, leave that one alone. And a nigga, he on the high, he's still going, and he keep going. Then you put your hands on him, right?
Right.
So, but you already gave him the warning to stop talking about your mom.
Right.
Hey, chill out, bro. Like, stop talking about my mom. Like, hey, leave that alone.
Oh, these people doing something.
So those are things that have happened. Now you flip it, you know what I'm saying? Like to now, yeah. So of course, if Rashawn did that, he would get that warning. Hey, yo, Rashawn, chill out, bro. That's my mom's. Heck, we've made comments about Rashawn's mother before. Like I know we were hostile and we said a little something like, and I said something about his mom, whatever, just joking or whatever. So Rashawn to say, hey, yo, bro, you know, saying, hey, man, come on, it's my mom, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to disrespect, so I'm gonna chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So with that, like, I'm not gonna keep pushing the envelope. There was no words with Will Smith. Will Smith was laughing and he was controlled by his woman. As soon as the woman, you saw her irritation, he got up and then he acted. That's what he did. So he didn't have the presence of mind himself to do that.
Then
he didn't do that on his own.
And we had an award show. Again, y'all taking it out of the setting. We're sticking to the topic. Will Smith, Chris Rock, the Oscars. We're not saying that again. We're not saying if we had Deep Ellum and the dude said that to you, shorty, and she had alopecia, that you shouldn't put your hands on her. Or, yeah, I mean, put your hands on them. I mean, you still shouldn't. You should have some type of self-control, but we're more lenient on that one.
See, but what y'all not understanding is, as women, y'all talking about, hell yeah, he wasn't defending my honor for slapping the shit out of Chris Rock, but did you defend his honor by sleeping with another man?
Ooh, that was a good one.
Like, I just don't understand.
That was actually pretty good.
This doesn't make any sense. And then I know you're gonna hear, well, you didn't know what they had going on with the open relationship and blah 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 blah. Okay, but you don't know what's going on in his head for going to slap the shit out of.
To me, it's just so crazy, like how no matter what, y'all will put blinders on just common stuff. Like, yo, everything. Oh my gosh.
As long as
everybody can be wrong. Everybody can be wrong. I'm gonna just say that. Everybody can be wrong. Will Smith, celebrities, men, women, babies, old people, everyone, no one's perfect. Point blank period.
Yeah, I gotta skip to some of these comments down at the bottom because this is.
I know it's all the comments coming in. I know George made a comment. What does it say? If I go on with someone's medical condition, I'm doing so they'll fight me because that's what I'm wanting to trigger. They don't get it. Maybe if someone speaks about their children, if they had a medical condition, they could relate.
Yeah, but I can't fight everybody,
man.
I can't fight everybody. If you're an adult, you know that people, to a certain degree, you're gonna have to realize that, hey, at least I hope you are training your kids to, hey.
So that's, I guess that's what
everybody in the world. People want to talk.
I have a legitimate question to that. So what this poses, this comment poses, she says they don't get it. Maybe if someone speaks about their children, if they had a medical condition, they could relate. So I'm like, okay, so cool. I get it. We're, again, blanket statement, what I said from the very beginning, for me, and I think for the gentleman too as well, I am not saying that Will Smith responding to Chris Rock is wrong. I said that at the very beginning. I'm not saying that he's wrong. I even gave another solution to how he could have handled it, where it could result in a slap. Because this is, and I told you this, and I gave you the same scenario that happened to me when I was coming up and being in school and so on and so forth and dealing with stuff. This is what we did. Somebody says something that goes too far. You tell, hey, man, chill out. You know, and we already, that was understood. We didn't have to say I'm gonna beat your ass. Nigga was like, hey, yo, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? And we already knew what was up. Like, hey, if you don't chill out, fight come with it. That's what it was. Fight come with it if you don't chill out. So on the other side of that is what I'm saying. I gave you the same scenario. He could have went up there. I would have had no problem with Will Smith going up there saying, hey, yo, look, bro. Like, hey, man, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Keep your wife name out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a problem. We're going to handle it. We're going to see about it next backstage. And if he would have did that, no problem. And if Chris would have proceeded to do something and continue to tell jokes and Will went up there and slapped him, I got no issue with that. He warned him. He told him. But for him to go up there and do that, it seemed very cause-a-scene-ish to me. It seemed very emotional to me. It seemed
and the crazy thing about it is, we all have expressed. We understand. So no one's saying that he doesn't have feelings. The equivalent to that statement is, Rashawn, they don't get it. Maybe if their boyfriend gets shot after he walks up and slaps a dude for saying something to her, they'll get it. Maybe then they'll understand. None of us fully understand.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Hey, what he did was wrong, but I understand why he did with all the stress that dealing with. Yeah, if a person has a child and their child is being ridiculed, if your person ain't even got no illness and a kid is just picking on your child, you want to put your hands on the kid.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
But you're an adult. You can't train the next generation just to go be putting their hands on people.
And
y'all be the same people that's like, stop the violence.
And you're still missing the big point. We ain't talking about Rashawn talking about people. We talking about a comedian who talks about everybody.
Facts.
We're not talking about, you can say all day, oh, it's not going to understand when somebody discredits about. That is his job. He gets paid to make fun of people.
I'm not. For me, I'm not offended by any of that. You formulate your opinions. Like, to me, like I said, of course, the one thing y'all do know and understand about me, I can care less about who thinks what about me. So that I don't care.
And
like,
but
for me,
all y'all in this comment, they literally made fun of people that you care about that's comedians, and you've laughed at every single joke. They done made gay jokes.
But today,
but no, here's the thing, though. It's not about the people that they care about. It's about making, okay, who gets made fun of that you don't care about. Facts. They should get that same respect, right? Facts. You know what I mean? Like, and even if it's whether it's a medical condition or not, people can get offended by what they want to get offended by.
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh, it's a medical condition and say, oh my God, he crossed the line. There's a lot of different lines that are crossed. People choosing their sexuality. They make jokes about that. You can't make jokes about that anymore. People making jokes about skin color. I can't choose my skin color.
Listen,
like, that's something I could be offended by people making black jokes. But so the thing is, so we up here, if we're taking that away from comedians, then now we can joke about nothing anymore.
Yeah,
there's nothing that we can joke about.
Do you know
because everybody can be offended.
Listen,
yeah, you can be offended by anything.
Do you know how long we went with the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation? Oh, he should have never put his hands on her. He should never put his hands on her. Y'all not even paying attention to what she did to him to provoke him or beat his ass or do.
I'm not even going that far deep in it because the premise of the whole thing is we've expressed. I don't know if y'all listening, watching, or what. We've expressed. We understand.
Well,
why he did what he did. We understand.
I think people are probably jumping on at different times. That's why I keep going back to saying what I said at the beginning. I'm like, yo.
See, but it's all about what they did to the female. It's never about the male. It's always about.
They don't even care if the person defends. They don't even care enough about the person defending them crashing out and ruining their life.
Oh yeah, see, everybody said August aired it out first. That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought. But that's going back. I know a few minutes ago. But yeah, that's why I said August Alsina is the one who said it first. He's the one who said it because I think he got clearance through Jada to talk about it, and then he said it, and then Jada did the whole red table talk thing where she talked with.
Yeah, but regardless, you just said he got clearance through her.
Yeah, he got clearance. Yeah, he definitely got clearance from Jada to talk about it.
It's the same shit. She broke it because she let him say it. She gave him clearance to do it.
I mean, even though she gave him clearance, he had to talk about it, but you know.
But obviously we knew he was going to if he asked for clearance.
Yeah, but why talk about it? If it was me, if I smashed Jada Pinkett, I ain't telling nobody. I'm like, shit, yeah, nigga, I got shit. I hit.
Playing puppeteers to our emotions. They know that we're gonna react like this, so these people are millionaires, man. Their job right now in life, especially dealing with social media, is to stir up the pot and stay relevant.
Nino said, "Listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. Ain't no female same sex as me going in public on my dude that I love, who has a medical condition out of his control without getting checked. I was taught to protect what I love, but I realized everybody ain't the same. See, you're not.
I agree with what she's saying.
But I agree with you should. Again, I agree with what you're saying too. But I want to see if you go to a Samore concert and your boyfriend got psoriasis, and she talk about his hairline in a one-liner. You go jump up and you go start a fight with Samore in the middle of her show, because that's what as us three, that's what we're equivalent in this.
Yeah, you ain't going on stage.
All based off of a comedian talking about somebody in a professional setting.
Yeah,
anything else that you pick is you just reaching to make. I don't know what you're doing.
So yeah, George said again, I can care less and not my stance. But is there anything that would have justified the slap and also take away the entanglement and red table talk? Is he slapping Chris? So okay, so he basically saying if you take away the red table talk and everything, that say that never happened, would he ever slap Chris? And then he's saying that would anything have justified the slap? Like I said again before, if he went to him and told him, you know, hey, look, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. And then he proceeded and he kept going, then yes, go ahead, smack the nigga. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You warned him.
Yeah.
You warned him. He kept going.
But he got one joke out there, and it was a soft one. Now, if he would have been like, all right, now, what? You the one that dated that dirty tennis ball.
Yeah.
Nino said,
if I was with Bashir, I wouldn't let another female client him about his height. He can't help that. That's right.
Man, sure. I got way more insecurities than my height. I'm not even insecure about my height.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
If you try to clown me and talk about I'm short, I'll be like, man.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't let another woman clown me because of my bald head. That's out of my control. Facts. I appreciate that. She said, nah, he didn't get cleared. He made a song, then Red Table.
Who made a song?
I know August Alsina made a song, but he made a song after the whole Red Table thing.
I honestly thought that she said something, it got out. Like it got out, whatever way it got out, and then she cleared him to talk about it. And then he talked about it.
Nah, it was he was doing an interview with I think it was either Angela Yee or something like that. He was doing an interview with her, and he was talking about his emotional things that he's gone through and how, you know, how Jada was a big help for him, and she ended up he ended up falling in love with her, and he got clearance through Will to have a relationship with her. That's how I saw that. That was crazy.
And I said, me personally, she was not mine to begin with.
Yeah.
Streets.
Facts. Al Hawkins, man, you already know, man. Murder Work, man, for real. Fort Worth, man, it's a crazy city. Still is. You know, that's exactly.
And Neil said, I grew up in Houston, and a lot of niggas not playing their wives down here.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, real talk. Houston just as bad, if not worse. I just think society wise, it just feels like everything comes before a black woman's honor. Everything comes before us, career, society, etc. So women want to feel protected. That's why it's praised. Will is wrong, but has he ever stood up for his wife before? Cass, okay. You know what?
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yo, this is probably the best comment of the evening. Like for real, because this is and it comes back to the thing we talk about with having understanding. So if that's how you feel, say that. Like say that, you know, as a woman, especially a black woman, you feel like, you know, everything's put before you. You know, career, society, all that good stuff like that. You don't feel protected by the men. That's fine. We can have that conversation if we can admit where we are, but don't lash out and be like, "You ain't protecting us. You ain't protecting us." Like, what do
Yeah.
you mean not protecting you?
Yeah.
Like,
Because that's when you
we
gain
think that
understanding, and that's
we
what
may
the show
think
is
that
all
we
about.
are, and we're not. Like,
Yeah.
if you tell us that we can have that conversation, get to a common ground.
Absolutely, yeah. But
Right.
see, the thing about it is I get your response, but we're not gonna sit here and act like black man ain't the bottom of the totem pole in today's world. Like, there's a lot of other obstacles and shit that we got to go through as well. Child support or rape or something like that. It's nothing, everything out of your control. That shit you hold all regards. As a woman, you get keys. Like, the white man influences you to tear down that side. We're not gonna get into that. Let's not just try to take that context away from us as well. Like,
y'all definitely shoot. I think the narrative of y'all support us more. Like, it's not even cool for dudes to put a female on child support. Like, it's just second nature now to put a dude on child support. Y'all can be perfectly fine. Like, that ain't supporting him. Like,
so like, here's like, for me, like,
protecting your black man.
to me, that's kind of going tit for tat though. Like, you know what
No,
I mean?
it is. But that's what I'm saying. The point that
definitely-
I'm making is
Yeah.
the whole thing is tit for tat. We talking about Will Smith and slapping Chris Rock.
Well, no, but I think well, damn.
Oh no, but I'm not going off of what Cat was saying though.
Okay, got you. Yeah, so but
what Cat is saying is 100% correct.
Yeah, shit.
Black
Right.
women feel so deprived of support and protection that any support or protection is going to look good because they're not used to it.
Facts.
And what you said was great, because it's like, all right, say that, but articulate it like that, because then that brings a counter narrative where we can actually talk and have an understanding. Like, you
Exactly.
think that the job comes before you, but it doesn't. It's just that this is the income that we have. These are the things that you want. You want this, this, and this, and that. And then Chief says, well, I really don't even want that. I'd rather spend more time with you. And you're like, dang, I ain't got to do overtime then?
Right. Yeah, facts. Yeah. and that for me, that's exactly what I was getting at. But sure, like you said it perfectly. So it's just getting to the point where we can have that conversation. So if you say that we can say, hey, this is the Will Smith slap made me feel like this, because we feel like as women, as black women, this is what we go through. So to see him do that, made me feel like, yo, we finally had somebody stand up for black women and protect us. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. It's just so sad that it happened to happen with another black man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the part that's messed up about it. You know, but
and it could be fake.
And it could be fake, right? It definitely could be fake. That's the other part.
But the thing about it is even with this conversation, it makes it seem fake. But see, even when you say fake, women get pissed because they're like, that was a stage, that was real. He was protecting him. Don't try to take that
because of the emotion that they have behind.
Don't try to take that moment away from us. He was protecting me. But he just played a role of a man who protected his daughters and family from anything. Then he goes up on stage, and even Chris Rock addressed him. Richard, he even addressed him as he went up there. So I'm all over the place with this shit because it's like, I don't know how to feel about this shit. Like, I saw sometimes I feel it was fake, sometimes I feel because the nigga laughed.
And then the slap was like, I challenge you to a duel. I've never seen any person slap any person like that. Like, it was so robotic. And then he slapped him, not punched him. So it's like,
yeah, he was probably reluctant to slap him. I guess, you know, if you walking up to somebody, you going up on stage, I'm gonna go up to somebody. It's nerves and everything, but of course he's an actor, so he knows how to, you know, not show that stuff. So I'm pretty sure he had all types of emotion going on in him, walking up there getting ready to slap this dude.
But then he walked off super cool, smiling, smirking.
Yeah,
just to sit down. Like, after, I don't know about y'all. After I've ever gotten any confrontation, fighting, hell, arguing, I don't look at Will Smith as a cool guy. Like, he cool, but like, you know what I mean? But he was cool as hell when he was walking off that stage. He had the cool walk. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, it was like, you know, I handled up. And I guess he was willing to take whatever came with it. So she said, honestly, hate typing this shit. I'm a fighter. I fought my whole life with words and hands. Don't get it twisted. Some stuff can be discussed. I'm not saying it can't be, but this situation, I understand why Will did. Sure,
agree.
and that's your if that's your truth, that's your truth. What this is, and for me, like this is probably a healing moment. You know what I'm saying? And I would look at this moment like this as well. Sometimes you have to, when you're not the person involved, you can take a step back and really evaluate and say, you know what I mean? Like, is this the right thing to do? Like, or you can use this and say, like, hey, this validates the things I've done in the past. Like, you know, so it's either way you can go with it. Like for me, you know, it's a reflection moment. And I was like, yo, you know, what's the consequences behind all this? Like what message are we sending? Like, you know, so now this show changes nothing. I don't think. Like I don't think it changes anything, but it's more so of like, man, y'all, it just be ready for things like this to happen. For people, number one, try to test you. Number two, for you to have to respond in certain ways. Because if you don't, the females just look that agree. Most women are going to agree with how we'll handle this situation, which rightfully so. I get it. You know, I get what we understand where you're coming from. But now we're in a moment where we're having to say, shoot, if we do anything less than what Will did, then we hoe ass niggas.
And that's toxic. That's toxic.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's real though. Like I said, this show changes nothing.
Bro.
Like, I mean,
that's the type of world we live in, dude. That's the type of world we live in. Like, you gotta be able to anything that you see on social media or anything, any honor that you see, you better be ready to do it because
that easily baited.
Easily baited. Because once they seen Will do that, it's like, oh yeah, shit, this nigga better. It's like opening the door for him. Yeah, your homeboy opened this door for his girl. So why can't you do that?
Dirk went in and did whatever he did for his shorty. And it's like, yo, you know your dude work at Walmart. Why are you pitting your dude? You work at Target. Why are you pitting you and yourself in the same shoes as millionaires?
Yeah, same thing what Charles just said. Dude, it's the lowest stake. You telling me if that dude disrespects you, better go handle him. Nigga, we got the Oscars. Niggas ain't got no guns in there. Hey, if niggas die this week, some niggas die this week, regular niggas that y'all know die this week, it's because of you motherfuckers to protect your honor. Because niggas ain't bulletproof. Niggas gonna get fucked up behind that shit.
And yeah, we really gotta come from a place. The biggest thing out of this episode to me is Catherine kind of wrapped it up, man. We gotta have more understanding. We gotta stop trying to be right and just truly try to understand. Like when we talk to each other, try to understand. All right, how could you come to that conclusion? Not talking of solely just based off of feelings of this is what you feel, this is what you feel, this is what you feel. But I mean, I guess everything is what you feel. But
hey, I think we got somebody. I think we got somebody who want to join the show who's actually a comedian who want to join the show and kind of give their perspective on it. Y'all cool with that?
Yeah. I'm like, what Chris Rock did was terrible. It was untasteful.
Nah, I think it's cool to get a comedian's perspective.
No. I'm just talking smack, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know who about to pull up.
You say you don't know?
Yeah, I said I don't even know who about to pull up to say what I think they go really.
It's one dude, right?
Oh.
You've been on the show before, right?
Yeah, he's been on the show before.
Shit.
This the dude with the sneakers, right?
Mm-hmm. Shed G.
With the sneakers? No.
No, this is talking about Shed.
Yeah, Shed. I just sent them the link. Hopefully you get on real quick. So yeah, other than that, man, while we're waiting on him, what are the comments that we got, man? Nino said the discussion was needed. I don't feel no kind of way. Absolutely, yeah. I hope nobody does. I hope nobody feels any type of way. I don't. Like I said, I just wanted to give my opinion and my perspective on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said again, if people look at me differently after this, I don't care. All I gotta say is like, hey, man, don't, you know, if you want to try me.
Yo,
try Jesus.
Yo,
try. If you want to try me, I'm gonna tell you, regardless of whatever opinion you formulate about me, I've never tried to make myself seem like I was hard or whatever, right? But yeah, man, if you want to try me, do like my boy Toby say. Try Jesus. Don't try me.
The craziest thing is niggas seen Will Smith slap the shit out of somebody and what? Okay, hold on, go in your room. We niggas literally slapped the shit out of Chris Rock and will argue with you because you feel like you shouldn't went up there and slapped the shit out of him for that.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't defend my honor? Yo. That's crazy.
Is he trying to get on?
It's not showing.
Try Jesus.
Hold on, we should be getting on in a few minutes, man.
AC Sam said, if it's my wife, I'll step up. If it's just a girl I've been talking to, I don't know about that one.
Now even that. So that's the thing. I think that's where we make the mistake, AC.
Yeah,
we like, and that's where the women feel like they don't feel protected because
if you feel like she got disrespected, her being disrespected is you being disrespected.
Yeah, she can't be disrespected around me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter. Like, she can't be disrespected around me. And there's different ways to handle it. I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm hard or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's different ways to handle that. Sometimes you got to address certain issues.
Good.
You know?
You good, bro?
Is he on?
No, I'm talking about sometimes it's just that. Like, no, you good, bro? That's enough.
Yeah, absolutely right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What up, Shed? Oh, we can't hear you. You on mute. You muted, Shed. Yeah.
My bad. I'm on mute.
What's good with your family?
How's that?
What's going on, man? Yeah, we good, man. We got comedian extraordinaire Shed G in the building, man. What's happening?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hear you? Hold up. Let me move this. My bad, fellas.
No, you good.
No, you good money, brother.
All right, there we go. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
All right. So what we talking about, man? Let's
Can
get
you hear
down
us?
to it.
You can hear us? All right, cool. Yeah, man. So what we talking about, man, of course, is the Will Smith, Chris Rock situation that happened at the Oscars, man. And we're really talking about the after effects and how it's impacting just people, like, you know, and it's particularly women, because women now are looking at this as an opportunity for, you know, to feel like they're being protected, which I get it. I understand that premise of it. And I got the justification behind it. I understand it. But I think what our perspective is and what the fellas are, we had no idea that our stance was going to be similar, but we kind of feel like Will kind of handled it in the wrong way. And the reason being is because now he's put on display that it's okay to go out there and just put your hands on somebody if they say something to you that's offensive.
All right. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man, and I'm just be straight to the point. I had to digest it. You know what I mean? I really had to digest it until this morning. And when I went back and looked at it this morning, it's deeper than what we think and what we're talking about. It just so happened that Will just, you know, that situation just exploded because he laughed at the joke, number one. And her facial expression changed, which made him get up and go do what he did. Because he laughed at the joke at first and he saw the facial expression. Then when he got up and did that, that's because there was so much stuff that may be between her and him, which I feel has always been brewing, that she's always made Will feel that he wasn't enough with the Tupac stuff. And, you know what I mean? She will always try to belittle him on the red carpet. You know what I mean? Even though he's the biggest star. You feel me? So he's the biggest star. And she was, you can tell on everything that she does that she tries to put herself there on that same caliber, which she isn't in Hollywood. Let's make that known. She's not on the same caliber as I call Will Smith the golden child. So in their relationship, she is the one that's always at the red table talking about Will. She's always the one talking about what the lack of, you know what I mean, the entanglement stuff. And she brings that up all the time. Not once have you seen Will talk down or bad about his wife at all. You know what I mean? He played the good role. He's played the good fight. But sometimes stuff will bottle up in you, and which will make you explode. And at times it'll be an inopportune time where you shouldn't. But it's like, to me, he was trying to prove a point. to her. You know what I mean? And he just exploded. Then when he got up and did his acceptance speech, he tried to verify it. You know what I mean? He tried to say, well, this is why I did it, which was, no, you don't do that. All gangsters, real gangsters, is not going to let you know. We're going to pull you aside. Jay-Z done it numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you seen people be like, Jay-Z over there handling the Migos? Hey, I don't like what you said about my wife, homie. You know what I mean? Denzel has done it. I know this for a fact. Denzel has checked people. And with the whole situation with him crying and everything, that was a lot of bottled up emotions. He wasn't even crying at the fact that, you know what I mean, what he was upset at what he did, but that was just the point of where his emotions just came out. And it goes so deep because that's a lot of us men, African American men. Like, how are we brought up? We're brought up to always hold stuff in. We're the strong, we're the men, we're this, we're that. That's what we had, that's what we always have to do. Now, you can't show no weakness, you can't show anything like that. And I'm about to tell you, I'm about to get personal. When my mother died, God rest her soul, my grandfather, all of the mature generation told me, don't cry. You got to be strong because everybody's looking at you. Everybody's looking at you. You can't cry. You can't. So I held everything in. I didn't cry at my mother's funeral. You know what I mean? And I was tore up inside. When I ended up crying was maybe a month and a half later when I saw when my aunt had came in and I said, hey, and I just touched her. She just hugged me and I just broke down. I broke down just like my mama just died. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we do. We hold stuff in until we just can't take it no more. And you never know when you're just going to explode. Did he handle it right? No. Do it justifies? Yes. You know what I mean? You're supposed to check somebody about your wife. I don't give a dang what it is. Sister, wife, circle. So that's what you're supposed to do. But there's a way of handling the situation. But I just think it's way deeper between their relationship, which made him do that.
Yeah, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I think you gave some insight and some perspective. Like, I forgot about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has checked several people, several times about Beyonce. And, she's always a punchline of jokes or conversation or whatever, from everybody. So he's had to deal with a whole lot more versus Will Smith. Now, granted, she doesn't have a medical condition or whatever that we know of anyway that Jada's dealing with. But at the end of the day, you're right. I think, like how you explained everything, we just, as men, deal with a lot of different things, and Will has a lot of stuff built up. And you're right; he's never said anything about his wife. It's run deeper than that. She's even went as far as saying that she wasn't satisfied by him in the bedroom. Like,
exactly.
Like, you've been with this man for
context on her behalf. She didn't say that. She said
not
something
verbatim, but that's what the headlines were. Like, she didn't verbatim say that. What she said was that it was hard to be pleasured by him because y'all been together for 20 years or whatever, or 20 plus years. So it's kind of hard to kind of keep the spice going. I know she said that,
and
but the headline was
a guy wouldn't be able to say that about his wife.
Right. Yeah. Now, if he said that, now the tables will turn. He said that, I'm sorry, I really don't be, it'd be hard for me to keep, the spice with Jada and all of that. So
now let me ask y'all fellas this. I want to ask y'all fellas this. Y'all, I was listening, very educated, very articulate, great insight. If Will did what Jada did, how would he be looked at?
Detriment.
If Will did everything that Jada did, how will he be looked at?
Detriment.
If Will sat Jada down at a blue table, not a red, but a blue table, and told her that, I was with Nia Long. You know what I mean? I've been with Nia Long. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, you know what I mean? It's he will be looked at so much differently, but because she's the woman and what she does, I'm not gonna lie, she's hood. She a hood chick.
Jada?
That's what she's always been. That's how she always grew up. So that's how she moves. You know what I mean? She's just a hood chick in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And she still have those tendencies. But you got to understand, everybody that she has had entanglements with is thug, edgy dudes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, you just got to understand, like, what if somebody answered that? Like, what if Will did the exact same thing Jada did, how would he be looked at?
It wouldn't have went well but it never goes well because it's always a man always feels that a woman said you can't do what I do. It's always it's always that way because we listening to the audience right now mad because he slapped somebody to defend your honor to the same woman who said that this man didn't please her sexually publicly.
Mm-hmm.
He have been talking down on this man plenty of time, but they don't consider it talking down. But it just don't make sense that we sit there and we defend her. We defend her always.
Right, and everybody talk about the open relationship. I don't think Will wanted an open relationship. That's all Jada.
I think it was Jada.
Like,
I think it was Jada.
All that's Jada. Like everything is Jada. Like even look at the kids. That's Jada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will Smith's
Will
first
wasn't raised
son
like that.
is normal. Will Smith's first son is normal. What's his name? Jaden, he's showing up at weddings like in a Batman outfit. Man, I wish, think about it. Your son show up to Kanye West wedding of all things in a Batman. Man, if you don't get them under man, I'm telling y'all, that's not how we get down. You know what I mean? So that's that influence of what she's just influencing him with all of the stuff. But I just think that he's going with everything to keep trying to prove himself to her.
Yeah.
Or she got some dirt on him. Some real good dirt on him.
I don't know about dirt.
I'm pretty sure she's already manipulating it. You know she got some dirt. If a man goes up on national television on the White Awards and slap another, come on, man, she got a lot of dirt on him.
Yeah,
knowing that he going up for an award in a half an hour.
Right. And I think it may be some true bias. I know everybody there's rumors out there that Will Smith has had relations and stuff with men and all of that. It may be some truth to that, and that's probably what she's probably going to go out and confirm it because she come out and say it, then it's truth. Right now, it's just rumors.
But that's Hollywood, though. You'd be surprised how many people in Hollywood are trisexuals. That's what I call them. Trisexuals.
Yeah, they try everything. Try everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, that's just Hollywood. But the main thing is like, no matter what, I mean, she'd already embarrassed them all the way.
Yes, she
has. I mean? It's like this dude has always been so many memes and so much stuff, but not once. Like even after she came out with the August, I'll see it. He ain't go off. He could have did so much stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and he sat down and had a
between logic and emotion.
Injury. He sat down and had a conversation with his wife about it after the whole thing and confirmed everything. Like, yeah, this was going on, and tried to justify what happened between Jada and August Alsina.
Yeah.
You can't
then sunned him in the process. The only person that has the authority to give me away is myself, type shit. So it's like,
I don't have any authority over her. She's like, shut up.
Yeah, but you could see the hurt and pain in Will when he was sitting there talking about it. Like when he sat there and talked about that whole situation with August Alsina, he was hurt. He was definitely hurt. It was like
man,
it was like opening up an old wound. It was opening up an old wound.
Let's be honest. Let's put it out there right now. There is no man wants to share his wife, his girlfriend. It is what it is, but his wife with another dude. Because if she make a noise, that he ain't heard before, you know what I'm saying? In relations, boy, you know how, man, that messes you up mentally.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That messes you up mentally. And it's like man, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then let me say this before they talked about the alopecia, and it's like I was arguing in here with my sister. She was trying to tell me that Chris Rock knew about the alopecia. No, people in Hollywood, just because you see the people in Hollywood, sometimes they only run into each other at these award shows. Mm-hmm. He doesn't necessarily follow her or even watch the Red Table Talk. You see what I'm saying? So he probably didn't know, which I'm pretty sure he didn't know about the alopecia. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, it's like, yo, he doesn't follow her like that. He doesn't do stuff like that. And there's writers. You know what I mean? So if he didn't know, what about the people that's writing for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? What about the
Absolutely.
people that's writing? That's where they're supposed to do the research and stuff.
And
A lot of
let's
that
be-
material, people think that's all the comics. No, there is a group of writers behind the scene. That's why you see them reading that script.
Yeah. And see, and we appreciate that perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because as a comedian, like, you know what I'm saying, we don't know what that process looks like. So we know there was some sort of research or something went into that, but let's be real, they probably just looked at Jada and said, okay, she cut her hair. But and like you said earlier, Jada's not the mainstream actor. She's at best, and when it comes to movies, she's probably a C-list actor only because she's married to Will.
My man.
Only
My
because
man.
she's married to Will. That's it. But if it wasn't for Will, she'd be a D-list. Like, she'd be down. So at best, she's a C-list actress. So
She'll be on Amazon. She'll
right,
be
you
on
know what I'm
Amazon
saying?
movies.
We be
I'll
looking
tell
at
you
her
that right now.
Yo.
Scooby movies.
She'll
Like,
literally
she on
be
Tubi.
doing Walking with the Stars, Dancing with the Stars right now if she was with Will Smith.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not anybody that you're looking at and you're gonna say, like, oh, you know what? You know, yeah, well, she's down the list when it comes to actresses and all that stuff.
But honestly, she knows that. That's
Yeah,
why
she knows that.
That's why she tries to belittle Will. You see what I'm saying? She tries
That's a good point.
to bring Will down to here.
That's a
where
good
she
point.
understand that Will is a golden child, man. You gotta understand that. Will,
Yeah.
it goes Denzel. I mean, you got Sidney Poitier,
Uh-huh.
Samuel Jackson, Denzel. Will is not too far up under this.
No, he's not. He's not. He's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
He's in that upper echelon. He's in that upper
Right.
echelon, and he definitely, you know, we know that when people would say you put Will Smith's name on a movie, people say, oh, Will Smith in it, I want to go see it. Like, you know what I mean? That's
Right.
what it is. Jada don't have that same appeal.
Jada need
You
to
know.
get with goddog. What's his name? Blade. What's the dude?
Right.
Wesley Snipes. You need to get
Yeah.
with Wesley Snipes or something.
Yeah.
You
And,
know
and-
what I
and
mean?
really, Wesley's starting to ascend now. He's starting to come up a little bit. He getting his notoriety back, but he never was like was
Well,
Wesley
that's
ever
because
A
he
list
passed.
actor?
Wesley was that guy. He was
He was for a little while, wasn't he?
Statham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He was. That guy.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we still gotta
You know
talk
that
about
he
this.
went down after that
Yo,
suit right there. Look at him looking like
Yeah,
the
he did
Firefly.
go down that suit. He did.
With that suit, that took him back down looking like the fairy god.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yo, that dude looked like he's supposed to be on Kingsman.
Yo, he look
Right.
like, he look like
Yeah.
Avatar. That's what he looked like. The last
Yeah.
Airbender. That's what he looked like.
Right. Willy Wonka. I'm
He looked
telling
like
you.
he looked like when Samuel Jackson was acting like Russell Simmons. What movie was that? Where he was dressed like Russell Simmons with the
He
suit.
looked like the
Yeah.
gay
Has
shaft.
on? You said he looked like
Yeah.
who?
He looked like the gay shaft.
He's at the gay staff.
Somebody just got canceled.
Right, for real, right? Thank you for tuning in for the last episode of Gentleman's Table.
Right.
Right.
God. We ain't said that
They'll
in
be
a
like,
minute.
what?
We ain't said that in a minute. That's funny.
No, but that's real though.
Right.
I think it's unfortunate, but I also think it's a telltale that everybody kind of broken to a certain extent. That we can't even look at a situation and just look at it as something can be right and wrong, and not putting ourselves in it so much. To where
But let me ask you this. What if y'all found out all of a sudden next week it was all staged?
I would say I told you so.
Right. It wouldn't surprise us. I'd be like,
I
oh,
won't be
wow.
surprised
You
one
know.
bit. I actually be happier
Yeah.
Right.
because
Because it was
seemed-
like, we can't go nowhere. It turned to the Sorcerer Wars, and I was like, yo, you know what I mean? It's just one
Yeah.
of those situations. And Will Packer, he is an HBCU grad,
Yeah.
and we know that a lot of shows is drama. That's
Yeah.
what makes the ratings go up.
That's
Now
it.
let's be honest with y'all. How many of y'all turned to the Oscars after y'all saw that tweet and the video of Will Smith?
So
even
I-
better. How many of y'all even knew the Oscars was even on?
Yeah, I
before that
didn't.
happened?
I didn't even know before that happened. I just saw
Yo,
I just happened to jump on social media and everybody was talking about what the heck just happened. Did Will Smith just smack Chris Rock? I'm like,
if Will didn't slap Chris Rock, we wouldn't even know the Oscar was on that day.
yeah, we wouldn't have.
The only way I knew the Oscars was on there was because a lot of the FAMU graduates were sending it to me proud that Will Packer was, you know what I mean? Watch the Oscars, FAMU.
Yeah. He directed it, yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy.
Man. Hey man, but I like your show, man. The show is dope. I like what y'all got going on, man. So y'all keep doing your thing, man.
Hey man, don't be a stranger. You need to get on here a lot more often, brother.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man. I'm down. Ain't no problem, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'll
sir.
even it out. It'd be two light skins and a. I even it out, but I appreciate y'all.
The first name of the show: the light skins versus the dark skins.
Right. That's
the ball versus.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, then we got ball versus the hairline.
Versus the unfortunate versus
right. We look like Jodeci.
We appreciate.
Well, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. All right.
No,
All right, man. Appreciate the shit.
Already.
All right.
Hey, before you leave though, plug yourself, man. Let the viewers know who you are, how they can get it. You know what I mean? Get to your comedy.
Yeah, man. I'm Shed G, comedian, actor, radio personality. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm done movies, television shows, all that stuff.
Man. Don't be modest. Don't be modest.
Man, come on, man. Look, come on, Charles. You know me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Just follow me on all social media.
He'd have been on House of Pain. He done been on House of Pain. You getting ready to do you getting ready to do a big show in Minnesota, ain't you?
Yeah. I'll be with Mike Epps. There I'm with the Rat Packs of Comedy. Matter of fact, I got a show tomorrow. If y'all want some tickets, inbox me. I'm gonna give away on your show. I'm gonna give away 8 tickets. So 8 tickets. Inbox me. Shed G Dallas. It's at Plano House of Comedy tomorrow. The hottest comedy show in Dallas. El Plano, I guess. But
see, y'all didn't know y'all was tuning in and might get some comedy tickets. Y'all got to inbox Shed G Dallas. Inbox Shed G Dallas. He gonna get you some tickets, Dallas, man.
But
everybody on the show.
Don't try to come on stage because I got hands. Don't try to come on stage.
Try Jesus.
They're gonna find out the windmill still work.
Like I told him, hey, bro, hey, y'all better do like my boy Toby say, man. You want to try me? No, try Jesus.
Right. I tell him, man, and before I go, man, that's what I tell a lot of when people try to get hostile, I let them know, man. I'll be like, look, you can either let me tell my jokes or you gonna be my jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people forgot. It don't matter if you're in a public setting and there's witnesses and you hit somebody, that's a crime. That is a flat up crime. That's why, you see the colonizers always, pow, y'all saw that? He's going to jail. He's going, because they know that is a crime. If you strike somebody in public and you got live witnesses, that's a crime. They're going to jail at least for a night.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I hope it's not Thursday, Friday night. You in there for the weekend, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch. No, you can't even watch. Do they got the Bible? They don't got nothing in there no more, huh?
Nah, I think it depends on where you go. Cause I know I've been to Mansfield before. They just put you in a big hole and say that stuff is so uncomfortable.
Oh,
it's crazy.
But you was in it. You had some parking tickets.
Nah, shoot, I was in jail for beating people up in the club. Nah, I was just playing. Nah, I went to jail for y'all. I had tickets. I had speeding tickets and all that stuff like that.
Where they catch you slipping at?
You say it again?
Where they catch you slipping at?
That in particular time, I was on my way to a chick house. Actually, I really was. At 2:00 in the morning, heading to a chick house, and went to jail.
Look at God. God didn't want you to be with. God did not want you to be with that.
He
shit.
didn't. That one. Must have been somebody, man. God always had a interesting way of protecting me, and that one he was like, "Yeah, not this one, son, not this one. You don't need that one."
That's the 500 pound.
Yeah, he didn't want you to go see that scarlet leather. He's going to see the scarlet leather.
Was that the 500 pound chick?
No, this chick was actually that wasn't a 500-pound chick. This chick was actually a petite. I've had an array. My range, like people always say I don't have a type. But this woman was like, she was very petite. She was a little small chick. She's probably like 5'3", real petite. Went over to her house and I was headed to her house. And yeah.
Did you double back after you got out?
Heck no, I didn't. Never even partook in any of that. Not with her. What's
Charles,
going on,
my
yeah.
son read the writing on the wall.
That's called an assault. you like 6'10". Either that or you a pedophile. That's somebody over.
What a pedophile. She was a petite. She was only, how tall was she? Was like 5'3", light-skinned chick. And I was just like, I was going through a phase back then. Like, man, I need me a little petite chick, so I had my phases. Then I went to the extreme BBWs.
You see how he tried to justify just like if light-skinned chick would make it cute. Yeah, she was a light-skinned chick. And we didn't care about that. She's still 5'1", motherfucker.
Still Chihuahua shit.
That was funny. Yeah, man.
Hey, Brittany. Yeah, go ahead. There's 9 of y'all. All 9 of y'all inbox me with your name, and I give everybody tickets that's watching the show right now.
For sure.
Yep. So inbox me, Brittany, Shed G Dallas. All right.
Yeah. Ain't had nowhere to go tomorrow. Well, I definitely inbox.
Oh yeah, come on through, man. I'm telling you. Hey, Charles, you better let them know, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be lit, man. Like it's lit. Like lit. If you haven't seen the Shed G performance, man, you missing out. You definitely missing out.
Yeah, me and the friends, cool, man. Y'all look. I say y'all wear what y'all got on now just for breeze your outfit because y'all all sharp. So just for breeze you smell and coming there smelling like new car scent, you be all right. You know what I mean? Y'all be straight. All right?
Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. Yeah.
All right. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.
All right, Sid.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right,
y'all.
y'all.
Hey, Black businesses. We got to get up out of here.
Yeah, we do, man. Black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in here?
Bro, well, we're gonna talk about that after we get off the call.
All right. Yeah. So, anybody got a black business out there?
Yeah, Shed's definitely hilarious.
No thanks.
And I got somewhere to be tomorrow. I fucking go.
I'm on daddy duty this week.
You what'd you say, Bashir?
I said I'll definitely attend, but I'm on daddy duty this week.
Oh dang.
Charles, you going?
Yeah, I might pull up on him. Might definitely pull up on Shed.
You going out of town, right, Rashawn?
Yeah, I'm going out of town. Definitely optional, but I don't feel like driving that 3 hours in the morning either. So shit, I'm definitely going to just go tomorrow.
Yeah, Brittany, we enjoyed you too, man. Definitely enjoyed you as well. AC Sims, Al Hawkins, Nino, if y'all still on here, man. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in.
Hey, I didn't even know OJ Simpson was out of jail.
Is he out?
Yeah, because he said, "Yo, if I would have did what Will Smith did, they would have given me life without parole."
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in on Tuesday. Hey, we had a good turnout switching today. We just had to get to this expeditiously, as T.I. said. I did read a comment that say Jay-Z didn't check T.I. though.
He said he didn't check T.I.?
He didn't check him.
About what?
I don't know. That's something that Al posted.
Yeah, what was you supposed to check T.I. about?
I don't know, man. But we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all stay tuned next week, Wednesday, same time. We'll be back, regular scheduled programming.
Unless something else happen.
Let something else happen. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, next week is supposed. Oh, next week is a birthday show, man.
Why didn't say?
Yeah, birthday show next week. Yeah, we still planning on having it at the Cigar Lounge, man. So everybody who ready to come out, want to come hang out with us. I'm gonna send you guys an invitation, man. Just come through and hang with us. It's gonna be a show,
a shindig.
Yes, sir.